Hi friends, happy Vlogmas. It's DrAierDavis here, and this year we are celebrating Vlogmas 2024. I don't care if I have to prop my camera up at my desk and record something. I am posting on YouTube every single day for the month of December. Now, technically Vlogmas can be like the 1st through the 25th, but I'm going to try to take it all the way into the new year because I have so much content that I've recorded that has just been sitting on my phone for a year. Now, today's episode, Vlogmas episode number 1, it's just like an introduction for those who may be new to my channel. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. I did it in my last milestone, so I feel like it's opportune time for that. Also, I am challenging myself to be more consistent with YouTube and to finally get myself a new camera. Backstory, I lost my camera when I went to see Beyonce last year. Now granted, there's a whole story time with that because I had missed a flight and it was a lot of stress and confusion, but I have really faulted myself for that for over a year now. So I feel like if I get through Vlogmas successfully and you guys hold me accountable and I post on here every single day, then I will justify buying a new camera. Also, comment any good camera recommendations you may have, because right now I'm looking at the DJI Osmo 3. I had the Sony ZV-1. I see they have a ZV-2 out now, and I didn't like it. I kind of like how discreet the DJI is. I feel like I will get a lot more content done. It's small. I think I'll take good care of that camera, and I think it'll do what I need it to do, because YouTube is like not my primary channel, but it's one of my channels. But I don't know. If you're good at camera stuff and you see this video, let me know. But okay, so let's get back to the point of this video. I'm gonna get comfortable because I literally just got off the road, but I told myself we are doing Vlogmas this year, every single day. Okay, so a little bit about me. So my name is Airress, A-I-E-R-R-E-S-S, but people used to call me Air and Air Bear and all the things. So I go by DrAierDavis. I am a dentist by profession. I graduated from dental school. I graduated from Meharry Medical College, which is in Nashville, Tennessee in 2021. And I am currently in residency to become a periodontist. Now, what is a periodontist, you may ask? Because so many people don't know what that is. I did not know what it was before I really entered the world of dentistry. But it's basically a dental specialist that specializes in gum disease, implant placement, different mucogingival surgeries, or like gum surgeries basically in the oral cavity. And it's a 3-year residency. So I started in 2022, a year after I graduated. And I graduate in June. And y'all, I'm so ready to be done. Woo! Is this thing on? I'm so ready to be done. And it's crazy because you would think dental school was harder. And it was, I guess, as far as like the volume of information and like, you know, the different classes we were responsible for. And it was my first taste of dentistry. So really thinking like a dental professional and understanding the science and the art behind dentistry is challenging, but like the environment was second to none. Meharry is like a utopia for me. There's no place like it. So to learn in that environment, I just felt enriched. I felt encouraged, more so than I do here. Not to say that I'm not enriched or encouraged. It's just a stark difference. I'm kind of ready to live my life. I'm ready to be flexible and not be bound to like the structure of residency and like the little small nuances. They're starting to get old to me. You know, at first it was like, okay, yeah, I'll do this the right way. Now I'm like, get me out of here. Free me. I feel like I am in prison. Free your girl. Put me on a t-shirt because I'm ready to be done. But, you know, it's a new month. It's the last month of the year. We'll have a little break. And yeah, I'll be a periodontist come June 2025. And I also have to go through another round of board certifications. So I'm, you know, I have 2 licenses actually, for all the veneer techs out there. I have 2 licenses in the state of South Carolina and Georgia. You know, you have to go through all your board examinations to become a general dentist. But now I'm about to challenge the American Board of Periodontology. So I take that written exam in 2 months. So shit over here. Then after that, I have to pay like $2,000 to take an oral exam. And then I will be a board certified periodontist. But I will be a periodontist come June 2025. Okay, what else? I am married. My husband, his name is Miles Davis, like the jazz musician, except he's spelled with a Y. We've been together since 2014. We celebrated 10 years together. Wow. And 3 years married. And speaking of that, we also have a 3-year-old son. You do the math. But no, our son is Miles Davis Jr. We call him MJ. He's the light of our life, runs our whole life, but he makes life worth living. With my boys, it's me and my boys out here in Georgia, helping me finish up residency. And then next year we're going to Atlanta. I'm so excited. I'm praying that by the end of the year, everything is squared away and I can start looking at places to live and stay, all the things. What else? I am a content creator. I have been doing this since 2021. I would say I got like serious, but with residency and work life, I feel like I've been consistent, but I haven't really like planted my feet. So I really want for this new year for it to be like solidified. Like I'm having big dreams. I want to go to like Black Girl Digital Awards. Of course, the microwave going off in the back of my video. I want to go to all the awards. I want to do all the things, not just because of like content creating, but I think that it's really important to have a credible voice in, you know, social media spaces. I feel like I don't just want to like really make a break as far as content creating, because everyone does. But I think like for me specifically, and the experience that I've had since 2021, I think it's really important to have credible voices in these social media spaces. Credible people to like look up to that may not be like this picture perfect person. And that was always my really like passion, and what pushed me into content creating is that I felt like I didn't see a lot of stories like mine. And I remember when I was a pre-dental student and when I had aspirations to become a dentist, but I knew that I was in this like 4.0 applicant, I just thought that there was no option for me, like no way to navigate these waters and to get to the goal of becoming a dentist. But by the grace of God, I made it in spite of being the imperfect applicant, right? So I feel like now with social media, you see people like aspire to have these picture perfect aesthetic lifestyles that everybody doesn't have. Like my background is not aesthetically pleasing, you know, but I have to prop up a camera. I have to do something and share my story and share like the realness and the rawness of it. But as it pertains to credibility in this world where there are veneer texts and there are people justifying, you know, criminality and like danger, you know, and a public health threat, like they're justifying those means as it pertains to my field specifically, which I'm very passionate about. I've dedicated like basically a decade of my life to learn about dentistry and to provide a service to people. So I'm really protective of that. And I often share it in a very like comical, maybe cutthroat kind of way. But it's rooted in the fact that like I know what I'm talking about. I'm licensed to do this and I took the time to do it. So I think that all of that mixed up, I feel like, you know, I would be a great person to really like catapult into that content creator space and not only show like an actual dental professional who's going through like the highs and lows, but a woman, an entrepreneur, a mom, a wife, you know, all the things. So I'm hoping that 2025 is not only the year that I graduate from residency, but the year that I graduate into a new level of content creation that I have not yet seen in my, I guess, 3-ish years of doing this. So yeah, what else about me? I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised, Duval County, stand up, okay? We ain't gonna talk about the Jaguars right now. We're not gonna talk about them. I went to the University of Central Florida in Orlando. Go Knights, charge on. I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I crossed fall 14. I just celebrated 10 years in my sorority. Good God Almighty. How did we get so fast? But I'm so honored, always humbled to be an Alpha woman. What else is there about me? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna think like, oh, let's talk Dr. DrAierDavis. So there are many different parts of me. There's Eris, which composes it all, but I have like Dr. DrAierDavis, which is kind of like my social media presence, which has a lot of me in it. You know, I'm trying to fine tune. Don't negate TikTok, because sometimes on TikTok I just start talking. But on Instagram for sure, because I have a lot of my colleagues following me there, I try to fine tune it a little bit. But I think it's so important to stay true to yourself. Like people think because you get doctor on your name, you have to become this pompous, you know, better than people kind of persona. And I don't believe that to be true. you know, humility is like really ingrained in me as a person. And my parents really always push that in me. Like, even if I got straight A's on a report card, they'd be like, that's great, we're proud of you, but you're no better than anybody else. So I never really got like that arrogance about it. Now I will get you together, you know, if you want to play with my degrees and the things that I know, then I'll bring you back on to reality. You know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, I'm from Jacksonville. I may have a little country slang or whatever. I'm going to be myself. That does not take away the many degrees and letters behind my name. You know what I mean? So that's important to me. So it's DrAierDavis. It's DrAierDavis, right? So that is who I present as to my patients. You know, I would beg to say about 99% of my patients know nothing about my social media. Because I deal with a lot older patient population for the most part. And even younger patients, I'm not that, like, I have a, you know, I would say I'm a micro influencer. Like, I have a small following, but it's big to some people. But when I enter that operatory, I'm serious. It's one of my most serious spaces. I am very locked in and focused on what I'm doing, because I know that I'm doing irreversible treatment to patients that I want to be better. Like, I want them to be better than they were when they came to see me. So DrAierDavis is who I am on a day-to-day, when I'm in residency, when I'm doing presentations. Like, it's no funny business. Like, I'm myself. I'm like, you know, soft, but I'm serious when I'm DrAierDavis. And yeah, and then I guess it's just airs, just me. You know, I like to go out to eat. I like to get my sweet tea refilled. I like to shop. I'm really trying to like connect with my style, and I see it coming more and more in newer days. So I'm excited about that. Just like really being one with what I want to wear and items, and really building a wardrobe that's important to me. And I'm a dreamer. I feel like I have really big dreams and aspirations, and I get really like, I don't know, it's like I check off a box. I'm like, okay, what's next? You know, like I'm like, I want to be a dentist before 30. Okay, what's next? I gotta specialize. Oh, I want to be married, be a mom before. Like, I have all these goals. I'm a Virgo. That's another big thing, through and through. Very type A, very goal oriented, almost to a fault. But you know, we're getting bigger and better. That will be my first episode of Vlogmas. If you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching. Hold me accountable. I will be posting every single day of December. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to claim all 31 days. I'm not going to just stop at Christmas. We're going to go all the way to the 31st. And then we're going to get us a new camera. So exciting. But anyway, if you aren't connected with me on other platforms, be sure to follow me at DrAierDavis. That's AIER Davis, across all platforms. And I will see you guys for the next video. Happy Vlogmas.